if I am to move from being a family jeweler or from being a progressive family jeweler tradition, जिस वहां से मेरे को अगर ऑनलाइन आना है, तो इंटरनल चैलेंजेस मेरा क्या है, मेरे माइंड का, मेरे एटीट्यूड का, मेरे सर्विसेज का, मेरे यूएसपी का, वो सारे challenges they need to know more than the market challenge.
Sure, sure. Thank you so much, Naveen. Yeah, thanks for that question actually, and thanks Meghna and Amruta. Uh, Naveen, coming back to your question, that what are the real challenges that a family jeweler or a progressive jeweler really faces while he is really transforming his entire offline model to an online model? So I think the biggest challenge that anyone will face is the mindset challenge, because coming from a traditional jewelry background where there are a lot of do's and don'ts which are already set for you as a jeweler, so you are not very experimentative, and that's the biggest problem that I have seen in the entire industry which is there. So people are very stubborn with their old book study, that they will not experiment too much new things and come out of their comfort zone. I'll just give two examples that I have gone through. Since I was sitting on my retail jewelry showroom since class 6, where I used to go to the showroom with dad and understand exactly how the business used to run. So there are very fixed processes that you follow when you are there on the store. But as soon as you try to revolutionize the entire industry or start moving towards the online world, then the entire challenge starts in. So the first challenge as a family background that we faced was the mindset challenge, that how do I convince the entire family that I am now going to move towards an online jewelry platform where I don't know how much the sales will be and how will we start the entire business, but we will have to start at some point. So that was the biggest challenge that I really faced with respect to mindset. So I would request all the people who are there on the call to really be very open and to give more liberty to their children, the second gen, third gen people, so that they can come up with more innovative ideas and start the business with a different angle altogether. The second challenge that we really saw when we were growing right from the year 2012 to now 2020, the biggest challenge was every jeweler or every player who is coming in the market is thinking that technology is going to change the entire world for him, and that's really not true in the online world, because your business remains the same. That is, you are selling jewelry. So we have to keep our basics of selling jewelry as our core concept, and technology is going to be the enabler for that. Definitely, right from your marketing automation to virtual try on to a lot of your CRM activity, data analytics, so merchandising, all this will happen only when you really have that core thing in place, that you are actually selling the jewelry online. So either offline or online, actually the product remains the same. It is just the way you are going to sell the market. So I'm also going to say it very clearly to all the people here, that technology is not going to change the core value that we all have. That is, we are going to sell jewelry online instead of the offline platform. So this was the second major challenge that I have seen, which a lot of startups are actually doing. So they invest a lot of money into technology, but they really do not understand what the core business is. So let's keep the business intact and just technology as an enabler around the entire business proposition. Uh, Third thing, we need to invest literally a lot of time and energy to build a good team, because I really feel as an entrepreneur, if we really do not invest in good team and people, then I don't think we will be able to change the entire mindset or change the entire model for us. So in a traditional jewelry showroom, I have seen that 80% of the entire work is done by the owner himself, right from handling the customers to maybe managing a lot of stuffs and even take a lot of decisions. But at Candor, we as a team work very closely with each other, where a lot of decisions are given to the team, and we are building team all together, so that the entire systems can be managed by the teams independently, and we can give a seamless user experience when the customer is coming on the website, right from the purchase to post purchase. So that's the third main point that I would like to highlight here, that start investing on your team so that we can really have a beautiful future. So these are the main three things from my side, Naveen.
Okay, great.